Welcome back here for the common game today in deck number 758. We're going to talk about Bruenor Battlehammer. Two colorless, red and white, 5/3, legendary dwarf warrior. That's alright. Each creature you control gets +2 for each equipment attached to it. Wow. And you may pay 0 rather than pay the equip cost of the first equip ability you activate each turn. Now, we have seen a lot of Boros equipment commanders in the past. I guess this is his flavor, I'm not sure, but I do like the extra bonus of +2 for each equipment, because that can stack up. I mean, even just 1 or 2, that's amazing. Loxodon Warhammer's now +5. Yeah. So, let's get into it. First off, we are playing red and white, so we're going to start with some mana fixing, a little ramp, if you will. Wayfarer's Bauble, Soul Ring, Mind Stone, Guardian Idol, Prismatic Lens, Boros Signet, Locket, and Key Rune. Now we have the Burnished Heart, because it's really good, and the Core Cartographer. Which in this deck, Core Cartographer is not dead once you put it into play, because we got to have somebody to hold equipment, right? So let's look at those before we get into the equipment, because there's a bunch of equipment. So these are the folks that we want to carry our stuff. Goblin Gavlineer. Whoa. It does the same. It gets +2 for each equipment attached to it. So Bruenor gives another +2. So it's +4 for each equipment attached to it. Here again, that makes it, yeah, and it has trample. Ariok Edgewright. Now there are some quite a few equipment white. You know, the Pure Steel Paladin's amazing, but I've already used my last one. If you've got swords of X and Y, those are all awesome. You won't find them here because I don't have them. But Double Strike, we're going to have Metalcraft. Weapons Trainer. Other creatures get +1 as long as you control an equipment. That's a low bar to clear. Talk about somebody who can carry equipment well. 2 mana 1/1, Double Strike, Vigilant, Trample. The Swiftblade Vindicator is pretty sweet. Leonin Shikari. Activate equip abilities at instant speed. That's nice. Armory Veteran. As long as it's equipped as Maness, anything making it harder to block is a win for me. Steel Shaper's Apprentice. Yeah. Just search one up. Leonin Abunus is a card that doesn't see a lot of play. Your artifacts have hexproof. Yeah. So any problematic equipment that we have can't get spot removed anyway, and that makes it way harder to deal with. Have a Sun Titan, bringing back all that. Just about any creature we have that dies, Sun Titan can bring it back. And I cannot offer you an explanation why I'm running Blink Dog. I love the Blink Dog. I think this is amazing. It does have Double Strike. That's really good for carrying equipment. But to phase out, the creature's going to phase out. It's going to drop all that equipment, so you'll have to re-equip it when it phases back in. But I guess in a pinch, it's better than losing your creature. A little bit of card draw. SRAM, I mean, that's right. Thrill of Possibility and Tormenting Voice. Let's look at some equipment, shall we? These are surprisingly in order by CMC. So, we're going to start with Darksteel Axe. Masterwork of Ingenuity. This is, and they reprinted this in the Commander decks this year, so that's nice. Boots of Speed. Here we go. All of these you have to kind of mentally add +2/+0 to the creature, because that's what it's going to grant. In haste. Dueling Rapier. Yeah, it's I like those. They've started doing this in the past couple years, where the first equip's free, essentially. Colossus Hammer. Now, this is where the you may pay 0 for the first equip is going to come in to play at. So for 1 mana, and we're going to equip it. This will be the one we choose first for 0. Yeah, kind of something similar with the Great Axe. Raven Wings was my flying equipment of choice, just because the Call Time Binder was open. That's why, I'm not going to lie. But I always like in an equipment deck something to give it flying, some more evasion. Swiftfoot Boots is amazing. Black Blade Reforged. Yeah, it's not bad. Dowsing Dagger, of course, this is going to flip over into the land, It is way easier to get this done in multiplayer than it is, because you can give the plants to somebody else and then tack a different player that you didn't give the plants to. And then you ramped up that land. We have a Dancing Sword. The +2 mace. +4, +2 is not bad, right? A Sword of Hours. Lightning Greaves. Lightning Greaves maybe I shouldn't have in there, because the Shroud prevents everything else from being equipped, because equipping targets the creature. The Swiftfoot Boots, a little better, but this does grant haste. Equip is pretty cheap. It'll come up, I'm sure, but hopefully we'll have more than one creature. Sunforger, because why not, right? Whisper Silk Cloak, Loxodon Warhammer, Plate Armor. This is nice. Equip 3. This ability costs 1 less to activate for each other equipment you control. That's pretty good. Heirloom Blade, Trepanation Blade, Moonsilver Spear. The downside here is 4 to cast, 4 to equip, but if we can cheat either one of those, we're coming out on top, right? Haunted Plate Mail, Scythe Claw. Half their life rounded up, that's right. Argentium Armor. Whew, yeah. Destroy target permanents, a neat line of text. And Cauldra Complete. I do love that when they did this, they actually painted in the 3 pieces of Cauldra. That was neat. The sword, the shield, and the helm. It's kind of neat. We got... Nahiri helps out with some equipment. You make a core, and then just get a free equip to it. All down the line there, she cares about equipment. Trash for Treasure is for getting whatever back, and so is Ritual of Restoration. Gratuitous Violence may not, I probably could find a better home for it, but dealing double damage is kind of, yeah. And then this aura, I know not an aura deck, right? But this thing is power. Enchant creature you control, that's 5 mana, but when it enters, you get to return any number of equipment from your yard to the battlefield and then equip them attached to a creature. And then it provides a bonus. This is amazing for the deck. Probably going to have to go back and get several copies of these for all the other Boros equipment decks, because that is strong. It puts them... It brings them from the graveyard into play, which is phenomenal in and of itself to bring them all back. And then you get to free equip. Oh, it's beautiful. Now, our removal. So that we've got something for the equipment to go search, right? Sword to Plowshare. Lightning Helix. Celestial Purge. Disenchant. Crib Swap and Generous Gift. Chain Reaction's not bad. Now, we're not flooding the board with creatures. The creatures we have are going to matter. So, there's always, we're probably going to have, what, 1 or 2, maybe 3 creatures, if. And then, yeah, so even if we do have a board wipe, we're not going to lose a lot, and we can kind of play around it. By force, pretty decent artifact removal. Yeah, Vandal Blast is, pretty good, a little better, but by force is what I have. So, non-basic lands. We have Spectator Seeding, Battlefield Forge, Needle Spires, Stone Quarry, Alpine Meadow, Windscarred Crag, Boral's Guildgate, Lorehold Campus, Boral's Garrison, the Terramorphic and Evolving, the Command Tower, Thriving Heath. You know that Rogue's Passage is in there, especially if we're trying to get in. And then the Underdark Rift. I'll be honest with you, I put this in there because it's removal. Put target artifact, creature, or walker, bury it in the deck somewhere. I like it. I like it a lot. Figured I'd give it a try here. 2-color deck seems pretty good spot as any. So, that is Bruenor Battlehammer. I am actually excited to play this one. Probably will play this Friday. So, that is where we set for today. And our camera's all crookedy. So 7:58, we're going to go put on the wall. It is done. It's getting close to being done with another row. I'll probably get it done filming today, so y'all will see it day by day. And I do appreciate y'all watching and liking and sharing and all that stuff, commenting. It really helps. Everything helps the algorithm, And with me, I'm in a little batch now of 2 videos a day because I had a bunch of other ancillary videos done, so I don't know how that's going to mess up the algorithm, so every little bit helps. But right now, it's time to shuffle and cut.